The letter remained in Arjun's hands. He stared at it for a long time. The words refused to leave his mind. Again and again. He read the final paragraph once more, hoping he had misunderstood something, hoping he had missed a detail. But the name was still there. The same name. The same person. His father. The man who raised him. The man who taught him how to ride a bicycle. The man who stood beside him through every important moment of his life. And now, the man standing between him and the truth. Nothing made sense. Why would he do this? Why would he keep a father and son apart for so long? And if David was telling the truth, what else had been hidden? The next morning, Arjun drove straight to his parents' house. His father opened the door. The same gentle smile. The same calm eyes. The same man. For a moment, neither spoke. Then Arjun held up the letter. I know. The smile disappeared. His father looked at the paper, then slowly stepped aside. Come in. They sat in silence. The room felt heavier than ever. Finally, Arjun spoke. Why? His father lowered his head. For several seconds he didn't answer. Then he sighed. A tired sigh. The kind that carried years of regret. When David came back, he began. I didn't know what to do. Arjun listened. His father continued. He told me everything. The accident. The memory loss. The years he lost. The son he never knew. Tears filled his eyes. I believed him. Arjun frowned. Then why didn't you tell me? His father looked away. Because I was afraid. The answer shocked him. Afraid. His father nodded. You were finally happy. You had a home. You had stability. You called me Dad. His voice cracked. And I was terrified of losing that. Silence filled the room. For the first time, Arjun saw not a father, but a man. A man who had made a mistake. A man who had been scared. A man who had loved him. His father wiped his eyes. I kept telling David to wait. Just a little longer. When he's older. When the time is right. When he'll understand. He shook his head. But the right time never came. Arjun felt anger, sadness, confusion, all at once. Then his father stood up. Without saying a word, he walked to a cupboard. A few moments later he returned carrying an old box. He placed it on the table. Slowly, Arjun opened it. Inside were hundreds of photographs. School photographs. Birthday photographs. Graduation photographs. Sports day photographs. Family trip photographs. Every stage of his life. Every important memory. Arjun picked one up. On the back was a date. And beneath it, 3 words. Sent to David. His breath caught. He grabbed another photograph. Then another. Then another. Every single one carried the same note. Sent to David. Sent to David. Sent to David. His hands started shaking. His father smiled sadly. I couldn't give him his son. But I couldn't take away every part of you either. Tears filled Arjun's eyes. 4 years. His father had secretly kept David connected. Not perfectly. Not fairly. But in the only way he knew. Suddenly Arjun's phone rang. Unknown number. His heart jumped. He answered immediately. A nurse spoke. Mr. Arjun? Yes. There was a pause. Then came the words that changed everything. You should come now. The hospital was 4 hours away. Arjun left immediately. The entire drive felt endless. Every red light felt cruel. Every minute felt important. For 32 years he never knew this man existed. Now he was racing against time. When he finally arrived, a nurse guided him down a quiet hallway. His heart pounded. Room 214. The nurse stopped. Then gently opened the door. David was lying in bed. Older than the photographs. Weaker than the voice messages. Smaller than Arjun imagined. But the moment he saw Arjun, he smiled. A genuine smile. The smile of a father seeing his son. For the very first time. Neither spoke. Neither moved. Both simply stared. Trying to make sense of 32 lost years. Finally David whispered, "You came." Arjun nodded. Tears already filled his eyes. "So did you." David laughed softly, then winced in pain, but the smile remained. For the next few hours they talked. Not about blame, not about anger, not about the past. They talked about life, favorite foods, movies, dreams, mistakes, childhood memories, everything they should have talked about years ago. At one point David smiled. "You look exactly like your mother." Arjun laughed. For the first time in days. Then David became serious. His eyes filled with tears. "I wasn't afraid you would hate me." His voice trembled. "I was afraid you would never know I loved you." Arjun grabbed his hand tightly. "You didn't fail." David looked at him, confused. Arjun smiled through tears. 32 gifts. 32 recordings. 32 birthdays. "I know." David closed his eyes. Relief washed across his face. For the first time in decades. The burden he carried seemed gone. The room became quiet. Morning sunlight slowly entered through the window. Golden light filled the room. David looked at his son one last time and smiled. A peaceful smile. A complete smile. The smile of a man who finally found what he had spent 32 years searching for. Then he gently squeezed Arjun's hand and closed his eyes. The waiting was finally over. Arjun sat there for a long time, not speaking, not moving, just thinking. Thinking about time, thinking about chances. Thinking about all the conversations people postpone. A week later, he visited his parents. His father opened the door. For a moment neither spoke. Then Arjun stepped forward and hugged him tightly. His father looked surprised. "What's this for?" Arjun smiled. Because he finally understood something. David gave him life. But another man gave him a childhood. David loved him from a distance. But another man stayed. Every day. Every year. Every birthday. Every milestone. Being a father wasn't biology. Being a father was showing up. His father's eyes filled with tears. "So," he whispered, "do you forgive me?" Arjun smiled. "We both ran out of tomorrows. But we still have today." Neither man spoke again. They didn't need to. Some truths arrive late. Some reunions happen after years of waiting. But love, real love, always finds its way home. Final message. The saddest words in life are not, "I lost them." The saddest words are, "I thought I had more time." Call the people you love. Visit the people you miss. Say the words you've been postponing. Because tomorrow is a hope, never a promise. The end.